Good morning, everybody. Happy vlog day. I'm so excited to talk to you guys today. I feel like I've woken up in a good state this morning. I had a shower, washed my hair, had an everything shower, put some makeup on, and we're gonna go and do something that I've been really looking forward to for a really long time today. So anyway, how are you guys? Hope you're having a lovely day. It is actually Wednesday today, and it's actually a bit of a moody day outside today. The weather is recovering from another big thunderstorm that we had yesterday. It was so wild. I think the storm started at about 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock. You would literally have thought it was like 8 p.m. It was so dark, so like just not a freaking vibe, babe, to be honest with you. Whenever it's a storm, I've come to learn in the long old time we've been living in Houston that the weather kind of like needs to recover itself. Like the best of us, babe, do you know what I mean? Whenever we have storms, whenever we have a little bit of a moment, we need a bit of time to recover. So that's what the weather's doing today, but it's still really like hot outside. Anyway, I've got a really fun outfit on today that I actually have been loving. Thank you.
You look very you.
Thank you. I do feel like this is the new me. Pink and colourful.
Yeah, I'm gonna get dressed.
Yeah, just a like loving colour. So I've got on my Free People sweatshirt. I love this sweatshirt so much. This is in a size small, and I always get really confused by Free People sizing because I'll see something, I'm like, okay, I want that to be oversized, I'll get it in like a large. But literally Free People's like sizing blocks are so, I don't know, I just feel like, what's the word? Maybe like, they're just generous with the fabric, and I really appreciate that because I feel like it makes it much more of a friendlier brand to shop at almost when you're, like I'm a UK 12 at the moment, and it's just, I just really like it. Like I know that everything I buy I'm going to be really comfy in, it's going to fit nicely, you know, and then I'm just wearing these lovely shorts that I just have worn to death since we've moved to America. These are from American Vintage, and it's their fabric that is, I can't remember what the name is, but it's like stripy, colourful, and they do so much nice stuff in that fabric. There's like a tote bag that they do, just lush. Just got my pink flip-flops on too. I do have this whole fit linked on my LTK. We're off to just go and spend a little bit of time together, which I'm really looking forward to. We are actually heading to a store today that I have been counting down the frickin' days to go and visit, called the British Isles. I'm actually just gonna check that open because you know when you have like a horrid fear that literally like the one day you go to visit them, they're shut. British Isles. Yes, they're open, thank God for that. Basically, it's this shop that I've seen on TikTok. Loads of you guys actually tagged me in it. Thank you so much. Like, look, so this was obviously at Easter time, and it says in their window, this is just on Google Maps, Easter eggs are here. They do like all the British stuff you can imagine, and honestly, like if there's one thing I have missed so much since moving to America, it has been the food. Now don't get me wrong, obviously I knew I was always gonna miss my Cadbury's, my biscuits, but like the obsession with the UK food now has gone quite the extreme now that it's been 3 months without any of it. Like Marmite, wake up on the daily and I'm like, I just want some Marmite. Even bloody like Robinson's fruit squash, never cared for that before. Salt and vinegar crisps, just missing my stuff, do you know what I mean? So we're gonna go there, and then it's quite nearby some thrift shops that Colin and I have been wanting to go to for a really long time, so that's the plan. I've definitely put far too many of those electrolytes in that today. I literally got this off of Amazon. It's these watermelon candy electrolytes, and I thought, oh, that'll be really nice. But because the Hydro jugs are like 40 ounces, it says that you have to do 1 scoop with like 10 to 16 ounces, and I took 3. I put 3 in there, like stevia, like, but like I'm drinking a whole like tub of stevia. What packages have we got over here? We've got a package from a brand called Vivo Barefoot. Picked up some new shoes for the kids. If you've never heard of Vivo Barefoot, we love the brand Vivo. Romeo is finally at the stage where he really needs like a decent pair of shoes because he kind of wants to like, you're dressed like you're going to a... We're going ballroom dancing.
There's not no ballroom dancing.
Like,
This is
sorry.
my new style. I said American con is...
He's got the loafers on, guys. I've got the flip-flops. We're not really matching, Con.
Well, look. That's...
But if that's your vibe, do you know what? I'm not going to kill it.
Yeah, but I need everyone's opinion. Sock or no sock?
Whatever floats your boat.
This does float my boat. I'm just asking you what you prefer. Sock or no sock?
I don't know. Sock?
I want to get a picky.
My arse.
A bit of black sock showing is pretty cool, isn't it? So I'm not afraid to show my sock.
I feel like the sock lessens the formality. This is a daily conversation I have to have with Connor, everyone. Like, it's a fashion show every morning. You'd think it would be from me, but it's not. It's legit.
I'm the main
every
character
morning from
in
him.
my own life. What's wrong with that? So we're going to go sock, and then we're going to get a nice picture for Instagram. So if I've posted the picture already, guys, go onto my Instagram and give it a like. Love ya.
Oh, yeah.
I've actually forgotten what colour we got.
We picked up some Vivo because
Saint had a pair
ages ago.
when he was Romeo's age, and he loved them, and we felt
Well,
they were really
and
good.
we loved them for him too. They're basically it's a shoe brand for kids and for adults, right?
Yeah, in fact.
That they're just meant to be all about like foot health.
Yeah.
And we just like, you know, the parents we think that's really important.
And the best thing about them
Little
is
trainers for Romeo. These
because
ones.
you could do this to them. This is the main benefit. Like, they're completely flexible, so it moves with your child's foot.
Yeah.
And it isn't like, because a lot of issues, even with adult shoes, is this is so like sturdy.
Yeah. This doesn't support your.
Yeah, it doesn't like bend
These
your
ones
foot.
we got Saint.
They look big.
Oh, they do look big, don't they? Saint's actually turned into like a three-nager overnight, guys. He's just
Oh
so.
my gosh. It's got a little bit of neon yellow on there for the speed. Love it. He's
Anyway,
gonna love that.
look, try this. I definitely put way too much.
No, that's why I asked why you put into your scoops. My
I
gosh,
put
so
3
golly.
scoops in.
That's for like a gallon of water.
But
3 scoops.
I thought the hydro jugs were 40 ounces.
I didn't use mine. I literally have so many electrolytes in
Because I
there.
want my own, Con. I wanted my own pink, girly, watermelon
Yeah, and it cost a
candy
fortune.
electrolytes.
I mean, it's alright.
Go and decide if you're going to put your sock
I'm
on.
putting my socks on, then we'll go in.
So he's decided if he's wearing socks or not, and I'm just like, what hair cloth to wear? I got all of these from the dollar store yesterday. How nice are they? I think I'm gonna go with one of these two. This one is like my fave. Like, I look at that and I'm like, oh, you're so pretty and gorgeous. But then this one I think goes like better with the actual fit.
Doesn't look like there's even any food in there. It does have a sign for British groceries though. And you know what?
Stop being a hater.
I'm not
You know
a
how
hater,
long
but
I've been looking forward to coming here.
I've just been really craving like some like Robinson's
Oh,
squash.
Connor, why are you actually taking the mick out of me right now?
Like, before we came out to America, I never had it, but it's like almost like I've had it every day now.
Connor,
Just craving it.
you're rude.
Should we get in there and buy
Yeah, let's go. Oh my god, guys. I feel like I've just walked back into home or something. This feels like a
Morning.
grandma's house, doesn't it?
Good, yourself?
Hi, good morning.
What you come in for?
Some British home comforts, hopefully.
The place.
Thank you. Oh my gosh. Oh, Con, look, it's literally Emma Bridgewater stuff.
What's that?
Emma Bridgewater. Oh my gosh.
I know where to come for your birthday.
I want us to go to the snacks.
Oh, here you go, Els.
Me too.
Oh, phew. Oh, this is what I've been...
Craving, huh?
I've been needing to come. Cookie crumble. Yes, please. Get a couple of them. This has been locked
bit,
away in a secret cupboard away from our toddlers.
Yes.
Flakes.
They're my favourite whispers.
Dip dabs. Angel. God. Look, oh my god, they've even got Linda McCartney's vegetarian sausages. They're a vibe. If you've never had them, they are a
actually
vibe.
quite
And I'm
nice.
not vegetarian, but they are a vibe.
Oh, baked beans, Bubby. Spaghetti.
Mini cheddars, come on. Oh, I just don't even know where to. Look at this. marmalade.
She's found them. This is what we need. There you are, honey. Get that in. Good job. Well done.
This is just oh my god, they even do like candy kittens. This is just a treat. I was expecting it to be like just a little small like snack shop, and instead it's like this huge, massive store of like loads of stuff. Lumps. I never thought I'd be so happy to see a flump. Okay, I think we've raided as much of the food as we can. I'm literally gutted because I was like looking at the biscuits and I was thinking like, okay, like what other stuff do I want? And I was like, jammy Dodgers, and I asked the guy, I said, do you do jammy Dodgers? And he was like, usually we do, but we don't have them in, so that's sad, so we just have to come back. But we've come over to the like other areas that they do, and they do this really, really gorgeous kids section that is just making me feel so happy. We're gonna get the kids some of these. Like, it's so funny, I would never have really bought the kids the Mr. Man book before, but like now we're in America, it's like this stuff is like, this is British stuff that we need, you know. And also these mouse things, I don't know if you guys have ever seen these before, or if you actually would have watched our last Vlogmas, you would have seen that I bought one of these each for the kids at Christmas time, and they are so cute, and I can't believe they do them here. Like, that's just so fun. Oh my god, the Enid Blyton books, oh, they were my absolute favourite. Oh my god, I'm in trouble here. Oh look, yes, Sophie the giraffe. Oh, so cute. All the Peter Rabbit books, Harry Potter bits. Oh my gosh, this is, oh, La Toy Van, cute brand. That is so weird. I literally feel like I've just like left England again. I feel like I've just...
we're in a little time machine.
Yeah, we were in a time machine, and now we're back in the Texas heat. It's so, like, such a bizarre feeling. We got the goods though, and I'm so happy about it. I want to like rush home so none of it gets melted. We have come to the most gorgeous little... I don't know why the lighting's like that. Sorry if it's flashy. Australian themed coffee shop called Bluestone Lane, and it is literally just the vibe I was after this morning. It's cute, like even the music choices, they have like some familiar coffee books that I have like in storage at the front. There's lots of plants, it's nice and bright, it's just like really, really cute. I'm out today. Love it.
Why not, you know?
Yeah, totally agree. Romanticise life.
Yeah.
Bring the big camera.
Exactly.
Okay, sorry guys, I don't know why the lighting is doing this on the camera, but I'm going to keep it short and sweet. Breakfast
That's
here
great.
looks so good, and that's it, that's the vibe, so let's enjoy. So yeah guys, this is the spot, Bluestone Lane, if anyone's ever in the Houston area. It is lovely, we've loved it here, haven't we? Good to see you, mate.
Vibey around this area.
It is vibey around this area, definitely. Like, it's just gorgeous. This is an area called Rice Village. And we're only here because that's where the British store was, and we just thought, while we're here, let's just have a little bit of lunch. And I looked on TikTok and found this place. I'm so glad we went there. It was so nice. Really filled a spot, that did. This is our new favourite song, guys. We love a bit of ZB, don't we?
Yeah. Being in Houston soon.
Is he? Get us tickets!
I've already done it, hun.
Fast.
These are all
Thrift stores. This is like a big, well, there are a few thrift stores.
Do this one first?
And they're all going to be really good. Yeah, I'm actually really excited about this. Me and Con were saying to each other yesterday that thrifting in the US, obviously the US, but specifically in Houston actually, it's kind of like a bit of a hot spot for thrifting, and it's just really, this is really cool. Like, look at this. It's just a vibe, because in the UK, or at least where we lived in the UK, you had like a couple of, you know, charity shops and stuff, but out here they go really big with the thrifting, and
it's like everything's big.
I'm excited. Vibe. Wow,
Let's go
love
find me
it.
some Levi's.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't like thrifting, they're about it.
Oh, God, I've got a few bits here too. Found this Astros tee that I thought would be quite cool with some cycling shorts. I also really liked this one, but it looks a bit big and it's also $75. I've also found a few caps that I really like. Nice. We are home from our little morning out, which was so much fun. One thing that I'm just really enjoying doing at the moment is honestly just like going out and exploring with Con. I feel like now that we are finally having some time to just go and do that together, it's really showing me just how on edge I've been since we moved out here, and how like in my like kind of like fight or flight era I've been, because we just haven't been able to do the things that we've wanted to do when it comes to like really exploring our new surroundings and going out and doing like fun things, because obviously the time we've had the kids, and like obviously if you have kids you'll know your joy literally becomes your children and it becomes spending time with them. But there's also a balance that kind of plays out with, I think, especially when you have children of Saint's age, that is like, you know, fun things that Saint does is like, he wants to go to soft play and he wants to go to the park, and like that's all really fun. But I think just being able to explore like Houston, just the two of us
Just
together,
the
is
two
like,
of us. Just a different. It's just different, isn't it?
it just fills our cup.
Yeah.
And I just think I haven't been realising how much I've needed that cup filled since we moved. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it just feels our little marriage cup.
Yeah,
little
just
bit.
also my personal cup.
Yeah.
Like, I said to Connor, like, recently I've just felt as if I've kind of had a bit of a, I don't know, I don't really want to say anything, because I kind of was like honest about the emotions coming up to the surface from moving abroad in the last vlog, and I got comments that was like, Ellie's not happy. You can tell they made a mistake. They're going to be moving back to the UK before we know it. Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, can we just have a second?
Slow down
like,
a second. Everyone's allowed to have feelings. They're not right or wrong.
I just enjoy sharing every aspect, and I just think it's kind of like naive to expect to move to America and for it all to be rainbows and sunshine and butterflies, which it absolutely is 99% of the time. I definitely don't regret having made this decision. I don't see moving back to the UK being on the cards for our family soon.
Anytime soon, no.
Like, we're here. Do you know what I mean? We're here and we're enjoying
We're
the journey.
making the most of it.
And I just think there's something about this first year of living here that
this is transition.
This is our transition year. Like we literally kind of like had a whole game plan we made at breakfast together today. And this is our transitional year living in Texas. We're very, very excited for where we go next. And I'm not like counting away our time in Texas, but I just think, you know, the stars all had to align, and we had to come here first. Now that we've moved here, I think it's really like plain to us to see why, like all the reasons that have played out why we had to come here first.
Yes, 100%.
Just like financially, and I think
it's just a sensible thing to do, isn't it?
I just think we both really underestimated just how difficult it would be to like start again as like a person with, you know, like social security and credit and all of that,
Yeah.
you know, in a whole new country, and you have to kind of like get that developed. And Texas was definitely the right place for us to do that. But having said all that, I'm really excited for our future in America. Anyway, that's besides the point. My point was that I'm really enjoying being very honest and open about the entire process. And I don't do it to kind of like make it seem as though I'm not happy, because I really am happy. I just see these vlogs at this moment in time in my life as like, one day, guys, regardless of whatever happens with this journey in America, whether the duration of our visa, which we will be here for the years of the duration of our visa, but like if that extends or we decide to go back to the UK or whatever, like I just think it was just the most exciting journey of life that we've been on yet, with two incredibly young children. And I think as well, when you're parents, you kind of like, you know what the word is, like what I was saying at breakfast at like, I don't think it's until we're literally going to be in like 20 years time when we realise how brave we were doing this move with two such small children. Like Romeo wasn't even one when we moved here. Like that is bold. That is bold.
It's a big move.
Do you know what I mean? And I just don't think we've cut ourselves enough credit for that,
And just
for like what we've done.
And give ourselves enough slack, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, to just enjoy it. And anyway, I just feel like now is the time that we finally get to kind of like relax a bit and just like go off and do fun things. And so anyway, that's a really long-winded way of saying that this morning really filled my cup and it was just nice to spend time together.
It was
and
amazing to spend time with my wife. Just us. What more? What a beautiful hump day.
Anyway, so let's run through everything we picked up. Connor's actually put quite a lot of it in the fridge. Hello everyone. We found Herbie lounging on the sofa when we came back, guys.
That's fine, it's the upper half.
Big bar of Cadbury's. What else did you put in there?
We've got 5 lots of these.
5.
We've got 2.
Because I'm not missing out. Yeah, Galaxy Cookie Crumble chocolate bars. Connor's only put them in the fridge because they were melting a bit. They don't need to go in the fridge. And then I also bought some Mr. Kipling golden syrup sponge cakes. I'm very, very excited for this with some Ambrosian custard. Like, this is the stuff I didn't expect to miss, guys. There was even some Co-op icing, and seeing the Co-op branding, I was like, oh my God, like you just feel seen. Do you know what I mean? Like you just feel like understood. What else did I get? I got some Bisto gravy. I also got some pork chipolatas, because one thing I'll tell you out here is that, this is gonna sound really crazy, they don't do just like standard pork sausages like you get in England. I've not seen them. I've like literally searched them on the websites and stuff, and it's literally mainly like chicken sausages or like hot dog sausages. So when I saw the pork chipolatas in the freezer section of the British Isles shop, I was like, do you know what, that's really inspired me to make a roast. I've got the gravy, got the stuffing, I can get the chicken, I can get everything else, but it's just that and the pork chipolatas that I thought, okay. I got 2 of these. It's gonna be really funny actually for you guys to see how much this all costs, because you guys are gonna be like, like from Aldi, this would have probably cost, like, what would you say? Why did we get 2 Marmites? That would have cost, that literally cost us like 30 quid for 2 Marmites, I bet.
I didn't put 2 Marmites.
I didn't put 2 Marmites in there. It literally cost us like 30 quid, and I'm not joking. That's not exaggerating.
They're $12 each. She's done sooner.
I also bought some Cadbury's hot choc, and
She probably thought, oh, the Ellie's not like
I know. I also just thought it'd be really fun to get a St. Louis Mr. Strong book, because, yeah, just why not? So guess how much that cost us, guys? $144. That's really painful, isn't it, actually? That's really, really painful. And I got party rings. I don't know if I showed you I got party rings. But, so, yeah, I mean, if anybody feels like sending me over some British food to save me having to pay 150 quid every single time I am in the need of some Heinz spaghetti, I'd be really, really kind. Don't regret it, though, you know, because food brings me happiness. I'm going to make a cup of tea and have some chocolate biscuits and just freaking enjoy my day. Love the thrift shop, guys. We had a great time, didn't we?
We did, to be fair. We went into 3 or 4. There was one that was the better one.
And then, yeah, I just got this
What did you
Astros
get?
tee that I thought was quite nice with some cycling shorts, you know?
Hashtag Astros.
Because really, it's so hot here. Like, this is, when it gets this time of day, it's just too hot, really. You need to literally be in, like...
And I went for, so basically it was $10 a t-shirt. So I thought, why not, you know?
Yeah, I love that one.
Little Red Angels number
For you guys.
For you guys.
Nice.
Little Carhartt number. Thick material.
Nice. That
$10,
is nice,
you know,
actually.
why not?
Yeah.
Why didn't we see your hats you got? Social Club, love that.
Get off my cap. It's not for you. You literally stretch every single one of my
Stretch.
socks, my hats.
Malibu, oh, okay, I see you.
Get off. If you guys want to be even more grateful for the UK, if that's where you're watching from right now, look at how I have to make my cups of tea. Wait for it. Yep. Let's go in the microwave, guys. Because we don't have our kettle yet, and we have a Smeg kettle from the UK that, like I keep saying, in almost every single vlog, I feel like, for the last 20 vlogs. Will be here any day, hopefully. So there's not really been any point. I mean, that's kind of like this whole house. Like, there's not really been any point with, like, buying things because we have it. We have what we need coming over. But the closer the stuff gets, the more it dawns on me, actually, like, I hope it actually works out here. Like, there's a plug difference, obviously, between the UK and the US, but obviously also there's is it a fuse difference? A voltage difference. So we're going to have to get an adapter for our kettle anyway, but I'm also hoping we don't have to get yeah, everything. Lamps. We're going to literally have to have like 50 plug adapters in this house. And I'm really hoping that we also don't have to get voltage adapters too, because, but anyway, yeah. And it may, like, never do your cups of tea in the microwave, because honestly it makes the water go like frothy and strange. But I'd rather have that than not at the moment, do you know what I mean? Oh my God, guys, look at that absolute beauty of a sight for me. It's lovely. This is just a dream come true, to be honest. I have treated myself to some of the ambrosia custard and to one of my 2 Mr. Kipling syrup sponges, and to be honest with you, I just feel like I'm back in Wiltshire. I'm actually just watching a bit of Selling London. I've only put it on for like a bit of background noise tonight because Connor was at the gym and after I put the kids to bed. I, like, obviously have been reading my book all the time, but yeah, when it's just me, I like to have some noise going on. Book update though, because I know that you guys will all be wondering. So, let me pause this. Yes, you two can smell my special treat, can't you? Look at you two. Guys, what are you? It's a good job. Okay, so book 3. I've been reading it for a couple of days now. Guys, this is an exciting Herbie to be kissing the book. I know Ride Sanders something else, but come on. Yeah, I'm about there. I would say that this is the 3rd book in the series. It seems to be more like, I don't want to say the word like political, like it's not like political, but there is, spoiler alert in case any of you guys are reading it or thinking about reading it, it's not really a spoiler, but it's just something to note. There is a war brewing, and I mean, maybe the war even happens in this book, I'm pretty sure it does, but like a lot of the book is about like the war's origin, and like that's just different to the rest of the series so far. This one is definitely about like preparing for battle, and I know I'm really probably not selling it very much at all at the moment. But I just find that this one is the one that so far has, I've needed most concentration for it. So like in the evening when I'm tired after a day with the kids or whatever, like I'm like having to reread things and making sure that it's gone in. And because one thing I've found with Sarah's writing, okay, is that she doesn't just say things for no reason. Like if she says something, she's not going to repeat herself. It will be for a reason, and then it will be like an Easter egg for something later on down the line, and you'll be like, so that's why that. So I really just want to make sure that I'm paying attention the whole way. But yeah, I'm just like obsessing over the love story still, and just like can't get enough, to be honest, guys. I'm just like, I just love it so much, and I just don't know what the hell I'm going to do with myself when I finish this series. I know there are other series to go on to, but like this I think will just always hold such a special place in my heart, the ACOTAR series, because this has been the first book series that has been like fantasy novels that I've enjoyed, and like I've never been into fantasy before these novels, and I just like want to thank you, Sarah, for introducing me to such a wonderful world, because now I just don't know how I'd ever go back to like even like murder mysteries. Like I'm thinking like, you know, The Couple Next Door. Like it doesn't fill the same void that ACOTAR has filled for me since I've been reading it. So I'm just absolutely loving it, and still wishing I lived in the book, to be honest with you, rather than this human world. So excited to give you guys actual house and home updates, because home decor for me is just like something that just really sets my soul on fire. I just love it so much. Excited to kind of just like, you know, even like have these wires put away and have like our side units here and have mirrors up and have cushions on the sofa and have like patio furniture out. It's like a lamp here and a lamp there and something in the hallway, you know? But it feels like home. Like, it definitely feels like home. And when Katie came to visit, I don't think I realised until she left just like how much it had really sunk in to my mental state that this place was home now. I didn't think that I would feel as like, do you know when you've had, like, obviously I loved having Katie, and she's like not even really a guest, she's just like part of the furniture and part of the family. Yeah, I wouldn't have even like considered her having her as a guest, but like, you know when you have someone else in your home and then they leave and you just feel a bit like, oh, okay, you know, house back to myself and I can get things sorted and like clean and declutter, and I don't know, none of that, because it wasn't even cleaning and decluttering, but just like, I was worried, I think, that when she left I'd have like an empty, I'd feel like homesick, and I'd be like, oh my, like, you know, she is home to me, like she, like going back to the UK is home. But actually I was really shocked, I guess, at how, yeah, like this place just felt like home. I thought I'd want to get back on the plane with her, and like it would almost feel as if like we'd been on a holiday and she was going home and I wasn't, but it didn't feel like that to me. So I definitely love this house and I love calling it home, and I feel very, very lucky and very grateful to. I'm just very excited to actually make it feel like the ambiance more like home, if you know what I mean. Anyway, right, I don't want my syrup sponge to get cold, everyone, after the extremes I went to go and relieve myself for some British food. So I'm going to clock off for tonight and love you and leave you, and I'll see you guys in the morning. Do you know what is funny about here, guys? You cannot sit in the car just for like a minute before you go in somewhere without having the AC on. It's so hot. How hot is it today?
Too hot. It is.
It's only 85.
It's only 85.
And it feels hot. What's 85? Let me get it.
Yeah, like, you know when you stop the car, you have sort of 5 minutes on your phone just to check Instagram,
yeah, you
have a
physically
few
cannot do that.
scrolls on TikTok. You can't do that here. I'm missing out on essential TikTok time.
It's 29 degrees at the moment. And, it just
and you're saying only? That's scorching.
It just feels like hot, you know.
It's 29 degrees.
Not just like it's 29 degrees, but also like the air is so hot and thick here. Like 29 degrees here is different to 29 degrees in California or Spain.
Or like,
because you get a breeze.
Or like Greece.
We've never been to Greece.
Well, I just imagine Greece, you know, sat outside a nice restaurant in Mykonos, drink, you know, that 29 degrees would be different to the 29 there.
Yeah, it's whereas here it's like hot. Anyway.
So we are Southside HEB now. This is our local shop, and it is a fan favourite within the Swift household.
I would say it's like the equivalent of... Well, there's no real equivalent.
There's no real equivalent else. HEB is one of a kind.
Yeah, like, I would have said, like, if you imagine, like, a big Tesco's. But even then, it's like it's American and it's cool.
It's
and
like...
it so much,
it's like... It's almost like it's Tesco's, but sort of less corporate. Like, it feels a bit more like... homely and more organic, and a bit more like it's a farm shop kind of vibes.
Which, yes, I really agree with that. Yeah, and that's important because like we have one big thing that we've really realised since moving to America and like, you know, really getting our roots here now is
the food standards out here.
The food standards are just not
a lot less than the UK. Like in the UK you can
quite comfortably.
You know what you're eating also. If you go and buy some fruit, you can wash them, but you don't need to wash your fruit in the UK.
Yeah.
But here, you need to wash your fruit.
Yes.
And like everything that's labelled, mate, what have I done with this? All the meat has to be labelled whether it has like steroids in it or not.
Yeah.
And it's just wild.
Like, I'm not saying the stuff in the UK is perfect, obviously not, like unless you literally, like growing your own food and soil, like obviously it's not perfect, but in the US it's significantly less.
The standards are just less so
than what it is in the UK.
You have to buy.
So that means that food shops out here are a bit more expensive.
H-E-B, the one benefit for H-E-B, it has like free delivery service if you subscribe to like the yearly.
So that's what we've been doing.
Instacart. So we've subscribed and we're just been getting dinner sent to us. But now, now we've got the opportunity to take our time in the shop. We're going to really take a nice...
Many things have happened in this H-E-B, guys. Romeo's thrown up in this H-E-B.
All over me. I had to walk out the shop
Con had to
without
go and
a top
hide
on.
in the... like, what was it
It was like where the deliveries are delivered into.
Yeah, and like, yeah, it's just grocery just like trying to do like a good grocery shop with kids. It's just like, you need to take your time and like...
Yeah, especially in America, because like one thing they're good at is advertising. So we go down
marketing.
Yeah, we go down one aisle, Saint wants We go down the next aisle, Saint wants the rest of it.
Yeah,
So.
but yeah, I just thought it'd be fun to...
It's almost like a date, this, isn't it?
It is a bit like a date, to be honest. If we like went to get a cup of tea or coffee after this, I'd consider
this
this
is
like
a cute
an
little
afternoon
date. I might even get coffee in there.
Yeah.
But I've actually wrote a list of notes, things I've noticed about America. This is like my...
Come on then, make me laugh.
If anyone's watched our podcast, they'll know about the things I like. Notes. This is one of the things I've noticed about America. I only give you one to tease you today, but this is so random. But like the construction vehicles out here are completely different. Have you noticed, like the diggers, the tractors, they are all just like shaped and different, and just it's like, how are two of the same vehicles completely different? Like even where the person sits to drive the vehicles, they're like in England we're like on them, but in the US they're like in them. It's so blows my mind. But anyway.
Okay, we've walked in at the end where it's not like food over here, it's other bits, pharmacy, etc. Fun in the Texas sun over there. Like 4th of July, like, love it. Look, cake cup, how fun is that? Oh, really? Oh, Con, you should have got that. That is a vibe. This is the kind of stuff we need now we live in a hot country.
And I need my hands, don't I?
You should have got it.
Yeah, $200 though.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Well, maybe next time. Look, ultimate sidewalk chalk play set.
Oh, this is what I got saying.
Oh yeah.
If this is in the UK, guys, or if you're in the US, viewer, purchase this for your children.
Really
endless amounts of fun for $6.
Nearly knocked out the TV. I'm really excited to do our garden.
Oh, Els, honestly, this summer it's just going to be a sports camp for the boys. Bowls, you might be good at that.
As well, guys, they have loads of these coupons just like everywhere in the shop, don't they? Yeah, like look, they're literally everywhere. So that's something new. Because I guess in the UK they like put the offer like here. It's like 2 for £3 or whatever.
Applies to it, but this
you have to walk around with all your coupons. Okay, we are in the fruit and veggie aisle.
Strawberries.
Got some strawberries. Been loving fruit since we've been out here. The kids especially. Like we just literally have fruit bowls all the time. I've just realised what I look like. Why am I just don't know why I do it to myself. Like maybe I'm too comfortable with you guys. I just think you're all my friends, but then like you actually just never know who's watching your frickin' YouTube videos. Do you know what I mean? Like Model Scout could be watching me right now. I'm just not giving myself the best service. Do you know what though, guys? I'm in a happy marriage, so I'm sorry your girl's taken. In case any boys out there were wondering.
Step back, guys. She's mine, all right. I know what you're all thinking, but no, she's not available. She's not on the market. You see that ring?
Oh god. The size of these watermelons, everyone. I've genuinely never seen.
This is the monster melon.
A monster melon, look, and then clear watermelon. That's a bit bloody dangerous. Children could be walking past.
Did you do that with Boppy? You'll enjoy that.
What I've just found.
Chocolate hummus spread.
Do you know who would like that?
Boppy and
Romeo.
Romeo would literally adore that.
That has Romeo's name written all out. He is the hummus king, guys. He literally gets his fingers. This is like probably the only detail you would find funny and cute as your own baby. Like, I don't know why I'm telling you guys this. He literally like tries to scoop it out of the pot. He's the biggest hummus fan. Chocolate hummus, I cannot think of anything more Romeo than that. And I just thought, like, chocolate, like, what do you even have with that?
Why didn't you just buy Nutella spread?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? What does chocolate hummus do?
Well, this is chickpeas corn rather than sugar, so that's probably why you would buy
okay, I got
that.
you.
I may have thought that after 3 months of living in America, we wouldn't find stuff like this like cool anymore. But I still just like find things like this, and I just think sounds like a vibe. Maple brown sugar swirl bread. But then, do you know what throws me off? It's like potato bread.
Yeah, what does that
So I'm like,
mean?
so what's potato bread? Is it like
Thick.
trying the chocolate hummus?
Yeah, with on top of that, Ellie. Tell me that's not a combo.
This
Where's
vlog
the
has
hummus
literally
from?
been me finding myself in parts of America. Look, guys.
Oh my god, it's a
This is the British section I'm constricted to. Yeah, I know, but like I wanted them yesterday.
Well, H-E-B is the place to be.
This is the place I'm constricted to in our supermarket. Like, this is what's available, okay? So this is what they consider Britain. We've got some Jacob's crackers, some McVitie's, some rich tea in rich tea packaging I've never seen in my entire life, some shortbread, some Jaffa cakes, again in packaging I've never seen, fruit gums, wine gums.
I don't know what, I assume
never
these
seen
are
those.
M&Ms, but...
Maybe. Jammy Dodgers, After Eights, Milka, sauerkraut, Bisto gravy to be fair, shepherd's pie mix, HP sauce, and tomato soup. But look how much tomato soup is. It's $5. Earn
You
brew.
put it in a basket.
Yeah, because I just want one piece. I just want one lunchtime of tomato soup. Oh no.
You're allowed one a month. That's your ration.
I mean, like that's a joke, isn't it? When you think about it.
What, tin of soup?
Yeah.
I'm sure they have their
It's
own
like
version.
30p in England.
Okay, we're gonna buy an American tomato tin soup, and I bet you there'll be no difference.
Some salad topping ends both of you guys over here. These have caught my eye. Honey roasted pecans and cranberries. They're big on pecans out here, aren't they? Some real crumbled bacon. Some tortilla strips. What a beautiful day, finally, after the storm seems to have finally cleared off over the last few days. Kind of weather just literally makes me want to like sit in the garden and sunbathe or go by a pool.
I reckon we should buy some like sun jazz.
Me too. We should have a pool day soon. There are loads of pools around where we live that like you can just go and use. I think it would be so fun just to have like
Oh, that would be fun.
a day this weekend.
Coming up soon, isn't it?
Connor's birthday's in 4 days time. It'll be a very low-key one this year.
21. Oh.
21! Hey guys, we are home and I thought I could just run through everything we picked up for the grocery haul. So, okay, fruit and veg, avocados, tomatoes to make some nice guacamole, we've got some eggs. We got some fresh strawberries, we got loads of them because the kids love them. Bananas, grapes, pineapple. We picked up chocolate hummus spread. Over here, we got some salad kits. This is really nice, this is a grilled peach one with pecans and feta cheese. It's absolutely delicious. We got some organic yogurt bits, mainly for the kids. This one's for Connor, and then I got this Chobani one, which is like a vanilla flavoured one. The Chobani yogurt ranges out here are so good. They literally do like s'mores flavoured. It's just delicious. But I picked up vanilla for breakfast with granola that I'll show you in a sec. We picked up an organic chicken just because I love to do, I want to do a roast dinner one of these days. I don't know if I'm going to be bothering to make it this weekend. Because I just think it's going to be really hot. But I'm loving this recipe at the moment where it's like rice, roast chicken, parsley, lemon, a bit of garlic and mayonnaise and chicken broth. And it sounds like a really random one, but it's just chef's kiss. Very nice with like asparagus and vegetables. And it's just like a nice fresh kind of dinner. So got that for that. We got some turkey mince. Connor picked up some of this ground beef, some cheese, then like sauces and stuff. We picked up this Michael's of Brooklyn marinara sauce. I loved that this had literally like hardly any ingredients in. Literally tomatoes, garlic, basil, olive oil, oregano, parsley and spices. And I'm actually going to leave that out over here now because I'm going to make us all spaghetti bolognese for dinner tonight. A curry kit, some maple syrup, some Italian dressing, Connor got some coffee creamer, some more salad dressing, oil in the bag, rice things. Now let me tell you, you literally like get a bag, it's like in a plastic bag and you put it in the saucepan. And when Connor first did it, I was like, oh my God, Connor, like, what are you doing? He was like, no, it's literally boil in the bag. It's the most crazy thing. I've never seen anything like it, but that's America for you. These are our kind of like treat bits that we picked up. So obviously I got some British goodies from the British section. How random though, cookies on there, like never seen that in my entire life. Some poppadoms for our curry evening. We picked up the HEB's own buttermilk pancake mix. This is so good and we have it almost every morning for breakfast, what the kids do, and Connor does. And then he also picked up some chocolate chips to go in them. This is the granola that I picked up. You guys know me. Listen, I'm never going to pretend not to love a bit of chocolate where I can get it. So picked that up and then we just got some Rice Krispies because I'm going to do some baking with Saint. Picked up some milk. This is the one I get for Romeo because Romeo is now over 1, so he's off of formula. And I just liked the look of this one when we were kind of doing the transition. This is for growing years. It's organic grass-fed milk. Got the best pizza in the entire world. This is just delicious. You guys know my pizza hack that I just sprinkle a little bit of extra cheese on here with a sliced onion, and I'm not joking, it's genuinely the best pizza ever. Like, it's so delicious, better than any pizza I've had before. Also, these biscuits are such a vibe. They're called Celebration and they look like that. They kind of are just like an American version of the is it the Leibniz brand in the UK? But I love them. Oh, other than freezer bits, we just picked up like random just kind of stuff to have in the freezer, to be honest. I picked up these because I thought they looked quite good for the kids, just for in days I'm on a rush, peanut butter and strawberry jam sandwiches. Connor was in charge of all the freezer stuff to us, so I'm not sure what he got. These are good. Cinnamon French toast sticks. He picked up a couple of ready meals for himself, I guess. And yeah, that's it. So anyway, I'm going to put this all away and then I'm going to start making dinner because everybody will be home before I know it. We actually also recently purchased an Alexa, an Echo. This is it right here and I'm loving it. So I'm going to blast some Zach Bryan on there, my favourite country singer at the moment. So have I told you guys about my playlist? I created a playlist ages ago. I think I must have. If not, I've definitely spoken to you guys about it on Instagram. But I made this playlist before Romeo was born. It's called Elle's Faves. And I link it, like, not regularly, but I link it every now and then on my Instagram story. So if you don't follow me on there, make sure you go and do that. But it's just like full of my favourite tracks that just are so feel good. Like, what am I loving at the moment? I love Billie Eilish's new song, Birds of a Feather. That's just a vibe. But also like Rockstar by Nickelback from like however many years ago. That's just got back into my mind again. You know the Mariah Carey song Always Be My Baby? Do 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 do. The other day we were in the car and a version by Anderson East came on. And it's like that. And it's, if we were yet to get married and I was like building my wedding playlist, I'd totally put that on there because it's just such a good song. The James Morrison refreshed songs of like his old classics, like You Give Me Something. I can't even believe I'm saying this, but better than the originals. Anyway, so yeah, all of these songs are on my playlist. And I was speaking the other day about just how much I love my playlist basically and how I put it on in the morning when we're having breakfast, and I swear it just puts all of us in a good mood. Like even if the kids are just like feeling crazy and chaotic, it just like music just does something to our soul. Like I just love it so much. And anyway, I was also speaking about my recent Pinterest saves and finds, because Pinterest is, if you don't know, my favorite social media platform. Like I don't go a day without going on Pinterest. I just absolutely love it. I'm so kind of over like scrolling on TikTok and Instagram. I just love going on Pinterest and kind of like losing myself in my creativity on there. And I feel like this conversation, like literally during this grocery haul, has taken 1,000,001 turns of conversation. But I actually want to talk a little bit about that, because I've just randomly mentioned Pinterest there and creativity. But just while we're on the topic, I want to just note something. I'm actually going to go and sit down to tell you guys about this, because I had a therapy session today, but this isn't from my therapy session today. This is from a therapy session, I think it was last week. And I've not even thought about sharing. I don't really share the stuff that I go through in therapy, obvious reasons, like depths of my brain. You guys know how important I think therapy is. And I just thought I'd share this really like what I think is insightful discussion that I had with my therapist the other day, because I think it's just applicable to everybody, especially if you are someone like me who forgot about their creativity and their love for it for so many years. Yeah, I just think, especially in motherhood, and like if you have kids, I just think this is really just interesting. So I was speaking to my therapist about my sudden love for the books that I'm reading, that I know I've mentioned on this vlog and other vlogs, ACOTAR. I was just really saying to her, like, I feel really at peace and just happy when I'm tucked up in bed, kids are asleep, I've just got out of a lovely bubble bath, in my pajamas, fresh sheets, and I'm reading. And I said to her, like, I can't remember the last time, apart from my childhood, like when I was literally at school, that I would just so easily lose myself in a book for just the whole evening. And I was explaining to her that even when I was like, 5 or 6 years old, I would take myself up to bed in the evening, like when my parents said it was time to go to sleep and we'd done the bath routine and all of that. And I would always ask for like 10 minutes of my reading time. And growing up as well, I learned piano, and if I wasn't reading, I'd be playing the piano. And if I wasn't playing the piano, I'd be acting, because acting and drama are also another huge passion of mine, and definitely something I want to get back into eventually in my life. Probably not going to happen when I'm in the season of life that I'm in at the moment, which is motherhood with very, very little children. That's probably something I'd love to dedicate more time to, maybe if I'm lucky enough to still be around and thriving in 10 years time, touch wood. That's something I would love to do, is get back into my acting, because before YouTube even, I actually was accepted into an acting school, and it's just really interesting to think about the different pathways that life can go down, I guess. I decided not to take that acting school offer. Subsequently, I'm really glad I didn't accept it, because that's literally like a month after my mum was diagnosed with cancer, and I met Connor that summer, and loads of things happened. And yeah, like I said, I think it's just interesting the paths that your kind of life can go down. Anyway, again, I digress. So my point is, like, in my childhood, I had so many kind of like creative outlets, and they provided me with so much happiness, and honestly, I feel like growth within my personality, and also solace and shelter. Traumatic things I was going through in my childhood and moments of difficulty, and they always were very, very grounding hobbies for me. And I feel like, it's only natural when you get older and you build a life for yourself as an adult, and then, you go off and you have kids and work, and you kind of lose that side to you that is all about hobbies and just doing things for fun. And anyway, so yeah, my entire therapy session on this session was kind of all about, I was just like, I just feel really happy that I found books again, because honestly, I kind of really underestimated just how much it would bring me back to myself. And but all through reading again, finding a book I'm really enjoying, I suddenly started to feel so inspired in so many other aspects of my life. It wasn't until I was really going through it with my therapist that I realised there have been so many years, predominantly the years actually that I've been online and on YouTube, and social media has kind of been thriving. Not my social media, but I mean like, social media in general has like come up so much within the last few years, and everyone is on it. That those hobbies of mine and things that really do ground me and just like bring me so much like uncomparable joy in things I do for myself, obviously you know, there's joy in motherhood and there's joy in my husband and my relationship and my friendships and things. But I mean, like, you know, things that I do for me that bring me joy are comparable for me. And for you, this might be an entirely different creative outlet. It might be painting, it might be singing, it might be doing Sudokus. I don't know, that's another thing that makes me feel really happy too. But it was almost kind of like a light bulb went off of like, this is why you've been feeling so just like in a slump almost. For however many years. You know, I know life happens, and I know that I've got 2 really young children, and my mum died 4 years ago, and there have been things that I've had to work through and grow through, and not every season of life is going to be welcoming of taking yourself off for 3 hours a night to read your book, or to attend an acting class every week, or, you know, whatever. I just kind of want it to be your reminder, if you need to hear it and if you need to take it from me, that if you can find the time or the energy to just do something that really grounds you and makes you feel like you and brings you back to yourself, just don't underestimate the power that that can have for you. Because just felt like almost like a grey cloud has been lifted since I've started to read again. And it was that big grey cloud over so many aspects of life, just feeling totally uninspired and totally just like, no, it doesn't look like it right now, babe, but like putting energy into my appearance and like my originality and my playlist on Spotify and just like dancing and singing along to that with my children in the morning. Like, it's just romanticize and try to find the pockets of happiness where you can. And I think sometimes we just look for those pockets of happiness as if they're going to pop up, but I think sometimes you just have to remind yourself to build them for yourself. And I guess I just really underestimated how much reading would bring me back to myself, I guess. And I think it's just really interesting how it's often the hobbies that we enjoyed so much in childhood when we didn't have responsibility and we didn't have pressure, that, you know, these hobbies and things that made us feel really happy and just like our true self, those things were able to flourish and our creativity was able to release. So I hope you can take something from that if you needed anything from that. Just your reminder that if you're feeling a little bit like, ugh, and you kind of can't put a finger on it, like, it's not like I've not been, you know, happy. It's not like I've not felt inspired at all. It's not like I've not felt creative at all. But just like kind of like a zest for life almost. An excitement for things has just really come out more since I've put more time into the hobbies that ground me. Anyway. So going back to Spotify, my playlists and stuff. So through Pinterest, I found a new kind of like era of home decor that I have been really interested in, and it's called I don't know if it's called this, but I'm calling it the Nancy Meyers aesthetic. And if you guys don't know about Nancy Meyers, I might have already spoken about this because this conversation is kind of ringing a bell now. She was like the writer, producer, director of really iconically beautiful films like Father of the Bride, Parent Trap, The Holiday, etc. And it's just kind of like really tapping into that home decor aesthetic. Anyway, there's a playlist on Spotify called Breakfast in a Nancy Meyers Kitchen or something like that, and it just has such good songs on it. And it's just really, I feel like, you know, if you enjoy that kind of conversation, you feel like you could relate to it, and you also like films like The Holiday and the home decor within it, I think you'd like that playlist. Okay, after this video has probably been 500 hours long, I'm gonna go and make my spaghetti bolognese and listen to Breakfast in Nancy Meyers Kitchen or my own playlist, I don't know. But enjoy this time.
Colors of white and gray behind an